Good morning from Hamilton. We are at the Canada Gold brand new location. I'm being joined by the general manager, Oliver. Oliver, this is such a cool experience. From what you've told me in the last 3 minutes, I can't wait to get started finding out about you guys and what you guys do here.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for the opportunity, Emily. Really appreciate talking about the business. So Canada Gold is a Canadian company, family operated. We are located, we have 17 secure locations.
Wow. 3
of which are in the GTA.
Amazing.
So Hamilton is our brand new location, but we also have Toronto and Mississauga.
Okay, and what do you guys do specifically? You don't have those big flashy ads where you're like, we'll buy your gold. Like, it's a little different level.
It is a little different. We want to be more transparent, maybe a little more comfortable for all kinds of customers. What we do is we buy gold, silver, platinum jewelry. We buy diamonds, colored gemstones. We buy silverware, flatware.
Okay.
And we also buy numismatic products.
Okay. Now, it's a whole process though. Like if I was to go through kind of a drawer in my house and find all this, broken jewelry or, old stuff that say I've been handed down to from generations and I don't want it anymore, I bring it to you. What do you do with it? What's the process?
Great. Well, the process would be that we receive the items, but we first ask for a valid ID because it's an Ontario bylaw to have an ID present when handling one's property. So once we have the ID, we then have the following items.
Okay.
So the first item would be, a first test would be what's called a magnet test. You would run a magnet over the items to see if it's magnetic or not. Precious metals like gold, silver, platinum cannot be magnetized.
Is that what this is?
So this is actually a slate. So this is the next step afterwards.
Okay.
But a magnet would determine first if it's magnetic.
Okay.
And then if it were to be magnetic, we would then eliminate it from the pile. Because precious metals
we
cannot
don't
be
want
magnetized.
this.
It may be a lovely piece of jewelry,
Yeah.
but for us being a precious metals recycling company, it has no value in that regard.
Of course.
So once we confirm it with the magnet and then decide it's not magnetic, we then look at each item for their stamp, the hallmark, to indicate its purity.
Right.
So on most items of jewelry, they will have a carat or stamp that indicates its purity.
24, 18.
Exactly.
Yeah.
These are standard carats. So I would look with my loupe and I would look and bring it close to my eye, inspect the piece while handling with care. We wear gloves all the time. Handling with care so that I can find the stamp indicating its purity. In this case, this is 18 karat. Having looked at this ring before, this looks to be 14 karat. And bear in mind that the carat, 18, 14, these are just a reflection of the purity percentage.
Of the gold,
So
correct.
58.3% or even 75% gold.
Right, so 24 carats your best.
That is the best.
Yeah.
And in 24 karat, nothing's ever 100%. It's 99.99. So just like everything else.
Okay, and
then the last piece here, there would be, now sometimes depending on when it was made, what region it was made, they're always going to detail a stamp, but it could be anywhere on top of the item or anywhere within the item.
you may have to look hard for it.
Exactly. It may take some time to find it, and some are bigger, some are smaller. So in this case, it does detail sterling. So that would indicate to me that this could be, most likely is sterling silver, which is 92.5% silver content.
Okay, now what are these machines here for?
So these machines here, this is a density machine. This is a scale, and it relies on what's called Archimedes' principle. When you take the surface weight, the gravity, and then you calculate it along with the displacement and gravity in the water, which gives you a reading of a solid object.
Can we do one just for example? Because we're going to run out of time if we don't do it now.
So we use solid objects. This ring, for example, looks all solid. Water cannot pass through it. There's no holes. We would put it at the top. We would wait till it settles at 11.38 grams. I would hit enter and then submerge it in the water. Wait till the scale settles.
Different number.
Different number because of the displacement in the water.
Incredible.
Obviously, it's very sensitive to other factors, so we just have to be wary of like air conditioning if anyone's holding the table. But then ideally, once it has that measurement, you hit enter.
And it calculates it all for you.
And it will calculate any solid object.
Wow.
So then he would say gold.
Cool.
Now, as I didn't mention before, we also buy and sell investment grade bullion. So this machine is good for testing bullion.
Amazing. Okay, coming up, we are going to talk about your coin and paper money collection. Don't go anywhere on Morning Live. Back here at Canada Gold in Hamilton, and Lindsay is joining me now. And Lindsay, you're going to take me through the process of starting my very own coin and paper money collection.
Absolutely.
I think that's so cool, because like I feel like I could have one of these coins in my wallet right now.
You absolutely could. So what I brought here today are a few examples of things that people have found in their collection at home, something that perhaps their grandparents left for them. So starting your own paper money collection, there's so many ways that you could start. There are rarities, there are dates, there are series. There's also just things that you love. There could be artwork that you love or illustrations, and so there's so many different avenues that you can take. And I've brought just a few examples here for you to see today. Some rare finds, things that, again, you might find this in your drawer at home. So we have a $1937,000 bill.
Wow.
Something that obviously wouldn't have been circulated very much, so it is in fantastic condition, and condition is a huge thing.
It looks brand new.
Absolutely, that people are concerned with. I've brought some other items here. So a Dominion of Canada. Ooh. This is a $4 banknote. In the early days of Canada, small denominations are what were printed. So you'd have anywhere from a 25-cent note to a $5 note. This is kind of a rare one, a $4 note.
Wow.
We also have items that were by private banks or chartered banks. We have here the Bank of Prince Edward Island.
Wow.
We also have an example of Molson's Bank, obviously a brand that everybody knows. So again, small denominations. This was a very early Canada.
Sorry, keep going.
We can move on to the Bank of Canada, which everyone knows now, established in 1934. First banknotes issued in 1935. Here they were issued as two separate languages. You have an English and a French banknote.
Oh.
Exactly, very cool. And you don't see it until the following series where they put them together as a bilingual note that you'll see back here in 1937.
Wow, that is fascinating.
So very cool stuff. You'll also see, I've brought a couple of coins here that you can take a look at. These, again, something that you might find. Here we have a quarter, a 1906 25-cent piece. George V, very, very good condition. You see
super
here.
Rare.
Super rare.
It's worth
$10,000.
Like, are you kidding? Start checking your piggy banks now, because you never know what is in there. Because what may look just like a quarter to you that you're paying at the gas station could actually be worth 10 grand. Imagine?
Imagine.
And that's what happens to people. They find these things and they're like, wait a second, this looks different than everything else in my wallet.
Absolutely. And with our professional numismatists at Canadian Coin and Currency, we're able to identify those things, and we're able to pay a premium when you're looking to sell those.
Okay, so when you find them, that's what you do. You bring them to you. You don't bring them to the bank. You come here.
So you bring them to us. We're able to identify. We can pick out those things that are special. We can pay you extra for them, and then we can resell them to a collector who's looking for those really unique pieces.
Okay, and then what's this one here that's worth $234?
Yes, so here we have a silver dollar. Silver dollars are something that lots of people collect. This is one of the very first ones, 1935. You see George V on that again. Very, very special because it's in great condition. Condition means everything.
Yeah, of course.
The best condition you can get, the more money you'll get for those items.
And then, of course, this penny. Is this a penny?
No, it's not. It's a nickel. So this is a Tomback nickel. So this is from 1942. During the war, they ceased production of nickels using actual nickel and changed to a brass alloy called Tomback so that they could use that for the war effort.
Interesting.
So,
and it's now worth, a nickel is now worth just over $1,000. So check your piggy banks at home. You never know what you might have, and then bring it to Canada Gold and they will help you make way more money off your money. Lots more coming up on Morning Live from Hamilton. Okay, back here with Oliver. And Oliver, what you doing?
So what I'm doing here is, having confirmed the stamp, I'm now trying to confirm the purity, to validate the stamp of the item.
Okay, and
So-
by rubbing it on a slate?
On a slate, it is coarse enough to hold a sample, but not coarse enough to damage your jewelry.
I was just about to say, what if I decide not to sell it?
So doesn't damage the jewelry. Like wearing any kind of precious metal material, it does wear over time with wearing it on your neck or on your ring. So this is equivalent to just maybe 2 weeks of wear.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's very minuscule, no weight is lost.
Right, okay.
But I have to make sure that I put each sample down in a vertical line and then have the samples laid out.
Cool.
Then what I use is what's called nitric muriatic acid
Okay.
to confirm the item. So now that I know this is 18 karat, I will use the 18 karat acid on the 18 karat ring. I will just do a small enough sample to see a reaction or lack thereof.
And what if it's a lack thereof?
If there's a lack of a reaction, that means that the strength of the acid is in balance with the purity. So if the
Okay.
18 karat acid on top of the 18 karat sample is no reaction, almost looks like water over the sample, it confirms the purity of the item.
Oh, so you want the water?
We want a lack thereof reaction.
Okay, I get
We
it, I
want
get
to
it.
look like water.
nothing's happening.
Nothing happening is a good thing. Now, it does, when there is a reaction, we have to be aware that we may have to price an item of a lower purity because nothing in this world is 100%.
Right.
And just like gold. So sometimes
no
if there's no reaction, that's good, that's ideal. But if there is a reaction, it just indicates to us that it could be of a lesser purity.
Okay.
And the same goes for silver as well. Silver has a great reaction to the 18 karat, which we use mostly for testing.
And since there's no reaction?
It will actually. What we
will.
want for silver, most times we want it to turn white then to blue. So we here at Canada Gold, we handle your jewelry with care, and we are looking for the best way to test and confirm your jewelry before giving you an estimate.
Now, that's not turning white or blue, is it?
Not at this moment, but it could be because of the slate. If the slate is new, which they are,
Okay.
sometimes it could be just
Takes
not,
a little bit
takes
longer.
A little bit
So you
time.
give it time.
But because you mentioned that, Emily, we could use another test for this.
What's that?
We could put this item, which we're not terribly sure about, on this acid test,
Yeah.
but here we can use what's called an XRF.
Okay.
So this item would be scanned by the X-ray, and it will detail to us its purity and composition. Hit enter, and then as you see here, AG as the chemical symbol for silver shows 93.9%, and of course there's a little bit of copper there because nothing's ever 100%.
Wow.
So then this, for us, as any kind of precious metals analyst or consultant would know, is that we can now confirm and buy this as a sterling silver piece.
Okay, speaking of buying things, coming up, we are going to be discussing everything that Canada Gold buys, and they've got a really special event coming up that you're not going to want to miss, especially if you have a lot of those coins or, you know, paper bills that you just don't know what to do with anymore. So make sure you stay with us. So much more coming up on Morning Live. We are back here at Canada Gold, and if you want to check out any of the stuff that we've talked about so far, you can always head to their website, canadagold.ca. We are back talking about what you guys sell here, because it's not just about buying other people's things, you also sell lots of things. Talk to me about that.
Yes, we do. So at every Canada Gold location, we sell investment grade bullion, and we're proud of our partnership with the Royal Canadian Mint. So we sell here, what you have before you is a 1 ounce silver maple.
So pretty.
Very. And we handle the bullion with care. So we wear gloves and we be very careful to keep it in great condition. Then we have the 1 ounce gold maple leaf.
Now, is that a coin or a bullion?
So this would
Or
be
a
a coin
round.
because
A coin or a round?
the distinction between the round and the coin is that it has the monarch. And it counts as legal tender. Not
Okay.
that you would ever want to exchange it for cash at this moment in time, but it has that premium value because of that status.
Okay, and the round
then-
is not.
And the round is just the shape that we refer to distinguish between coins
Got it.
and rounds.
Okay.
And then lastly, we have the 1 ounce Royal Canadian Mint gold bar.
Wow, that's so cool.
So we sell investment grade bullion at all of our Canada Gold locations.
You also
but
sell vintage jewelry.
we also sell vintage jewelry through our sister company, 100 Ways.
Okay.
So a lot of the items that come in here are to be melted down because we're a precious metals recycling company. But what 100 Ways does, it looks through the items that we buy to find unique, one-of-a-kind items, vintage, estate jewelry, and try to give it another life, a second life.
I love that.
And then by doing that, they restore it to its finest quality, and they're able to detail that on our website, 100ways.com, which is also offered at 50 to 90% less of retail value.
Wow.
So it's quite a good deal, and I would say if
Yeah.
anyone is looking to find something that may be unique, antique,
Yeah.
in great condition, they should check out 100ways.com.
Okay, now I know I jumped ahead a little bit there, but collector coins,
Yes.
they're different than your regular kind of coin.
Yes,
'Cause
they
we were
are.
talking about the mint, and we were talking about everything that you guys kind of have displayed. That's all collector.
Yes, so as you can see here, this is all of our Canadian coin and currency products because we are a proud authorized distributor of Royal Canadian Mint products. So you see here, they will have their precious metal content, but also that collector value within their design, how many are made. It's really distinct. It makes a great gift as well as an investment. They have a vast catalog on their website, cdncoin.com.
Okay, and lastly, tell me a little bit about the event that you guys have coming up.
Yes, so we are hosting an event on behalf of the Royal Canadian Mint. The event is to celebrate not only our partnership with the Royal Canadian Mint, but the brand new opening of our Hamilton location. Everyone is welcome. There'll be a great event where everyone can do a $5 cash exchange for these beautiful coins here that you see. These are circulated coins, one of which is the celebration, the 150th year celebration or anniversary of the Supreme Court of Canada.
So cool.
And the two toonies, the two $2 2025 coins, are a celebration of the art and life of the Indigenous artist Daphne Ojig.
It's gorgeous.
Yes, they're quite lovely. On top of that, you'll be able to come get a better understanding of Canada Gold.
Yeah, what you
can
guys
see
do.
our full product range. If someone even just comes to do a transaction, they wish to sell the jewelry that we were speaking about before,
Yeah.
they're more than welcome to come and we can help them as well.
Amazing, and the event is happening September 26th and 27th.
That is correct. Friday, September 26th, Saturday, September 27th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay, amazing. Well, thank you so much
You're
for
most
having
welcome.
us,
Thank you
Oliver.
very much, Emily.
It has been such a learning experience, and of course, again, you can always go to their website at canadagold.ca, or you can get all the information on our website at chch.com.